Hi everyone, beautiful day here in Western Australia. Quite hot today, 36 degrees Celsius, so that's about I think 98 degree Fahrenheit. So too hot to be in the backyard, so let's go inside and we're going to cook a ratatouille. Okay, so here we've got a couple of ingredients, some chilies. Here we've got some okra. First time I'm going to try to make a ratatouille with okra, some eggplant from last year. Here we've got some mushrooms and some kangaroo mince. There's a few more ingredients that we haven't got from the fridge yet. We need some eggplants and capsicums. And here what we're doing now is we cooking the onion in a little bit of olive oil. And once they become translucent, we'll start adding the meat. Okay, the onions are ready, so now it's time to add the kangaroo mince. You can use beef mince, but I prefer to use kangaroo mince here because it's quite healthy. It's got only 2% of fat. Alright, so we got a little bit like that. And as you can see, there's not a lot of fat in it, it's high in protein. Add a little bit more. I usually add about 500 grams, so that's half a kilo. Okay, so now it's time to add the capsicums, or what you guys call peppers, sweet peppers. As you can see, it can be fairly rough. You don't need to chop it in very small pieces. It's basically a stew. A ratatouille is a stew. You cook it slowly. So I've already added the eggplants, and now we're adding the capsicums. We've got some chilies from last year. So I've got a couple of jalapenos, some, I think they were cayenne. So we're just going to put a couple in there just to add a little bit of spice. Okay, so now we're adding the hot chilies. And as you can see, it's on a low setting. It basically needs to simmer. So just as a summary, in here we've got the kangaroo mince, the onions, the capsicum, the eggplants, and we need to add some diced tomatoes, and also a little bit of herbs. This is just Italian herbs, if I can open the lid. So we just put a pinch of it, and now we need to add the diced tomato, so a big can like that. Oops, without making a mess. And that's pretty much it to make the traditional ratatouille. But this time we just want to try something a bit different, so we just found this at the shop, some okra, so we just want to add a little bit of that at the end. And also we would like to add some field mushroom just to try something a bit different, so we'll see how we go. Big mistake, I forgot the zucchini. So these are the zucchini from the garden. They're starting to produce quite well. These are rondenis, and yeah, I forgot to add them, so we're going to add all this to the stew. Again, it's not the order of how you add the ingredient is not that critical once you've got the meat and the onion cooking at first. So it's basically a big stew. These are pretty big, so I think it's time to use a bigger knife. That was quite hard. These are nice zucchini. There's not many seeds inside, so they're pretty meaty. Okay, so they've been diced, and again, you don't need to chop really small pieces because they will sort of melt and become much smaller once they're cooked. So yeah, this is pretty much the right size for us. There you go. We'll add maybe one more because everything will reduce when it's cooked. Okay, this is what it looks like after what, 30-40 minutes. So it's basically ready when everything is soft. So now I'm going to add the mushrooms and okay. The next slide will be about when it's ready to be eaten. Okay, now this is what the end result look like. So usually we eat that with rice and a little bit of jalapeno on top, like the pickled ones, and that's really delicious. Okay, see ya.